Hi guys, what's up? How's it going? Today we're going over how to draw Rocket Raccoon, and I'm going to be using colored pencils, really crappy ones, Rose Art. Rose Art is the brand. I really need to get more new ones. I haven't got new ones, and it's not going to happen for a while. I'm going to be using black, brown, and dark brown. I'm going to be using this Copic marker that I use a lot. It has like a thick edge and kind of a thin pointed edge to it. I like it. It's 100 black, if you care to buy it. Then there's the Copic. No, it's just a pen. I don't know. It's a pen. I don't even think I'm gonna use a pen really. So, alrighty. Let's get started with the underlay. I'm gonna do an underlay like I've done for the other ones. I'm gonna grab the black for the underlay. It doesn't really matter, but Rocket Raccoon has kind of a football head going on. Because the reason he has this kind of peaks are where the hair essentially peaks. Triangles for the ears. And again, we're breaking this down to simple shapes. It goes down if you go to a center line. And he's almost got like a little cone extending out front. Imagine that extending forward for the mouth. The pattern on his eyes are raccoon patterns, meaning they have the... If you've ever seen a raccoon without hair, it looks very strange. But because the pattern is such a big part of his character, I'm going to put that in there. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy this weekend. It was awesome. Really cool movie. I recommend you check it out. He isn't really wearing... He's wearing all kinds of suits in that movie. I know in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 he has this kind of like suit thing going on, but I'm going to leave that out for now. So that would be my underlay, meaning that I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab this right here, really simple concept, really simplified shape, and I'm going to put that underneath the paper. It's going to be a normal piece of paper, very normal piece of paper. Nothing weird about it. This is not tracing paper as somebody thought it was. It is not tracing paper. Very normal. It's printing paper from the computer. It's a tabloid 11 by 17. I think they call it tabloid size. Let me see if the camera is focused. It is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with not so much the marker on him. I'm thinking about it because I'm kind of thinking about it myself. What do I want for him? Do I want him to be as cartoony as the rest? Yeah, I'm gonna use the pen actually instead of the usual marker route. Yeah, this snarling look. I'm gonna draw his eye there. Drawing this pattern for his under his eye. I'm gonna give him a little bit of eyelids here. I'm gonna draw the pattern out for just a little bit, not outline it, but I'm gonna be looking for the pattern of his fur. Put in the other eyeball before I forget. Got that button nose raccoons have. Split right there for his mouth. Mouth is going to be open, probably angry. Let me go back up here actually and get some of this pattern in here. I'm gonna draw a little bit because I'm gonna go so much more, and it's just like a placeholder because I'm really gonna go into it with the colored pencil there in a bit. Just kind of outlining it to see where it makes sense. Gotta go the outside of his head. Go on the outside of the bottom part of the face on that side. I'm not fully following what's going on underneath, you know. I'm using it again as a starter, as a base. Anyways, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna chat a little bit about my day. It's Saturday today. Doesn't feel like a Saturday. It feels like a Sunday. It was actually kind of rainy here. I'm in San Diego. And I'm not sure, like, where are you guys from? Actually, I'm really wondering where some of you guys that watch are from. But I'm from San Diego, so really Southern California, and it hardly ever rains. But it was raining today, just a little bit. But it was kind of that muggy rain, where it was like warm rain. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with. And again, still recovering a little bit from. I had a fever from Comic Convention a while ago. See him putting in that ear there, make sure taking care of that opening too. I mean, just something you just got to stay aware of. The obvious opening, what direction that's going in. I'm gonna move the ear over a little bit, but it's Saturday night. Should be out at a bar or something, but I am not. I'm here drawing. I'm drawing. There's just so much stuff I need to do. You know what I mean? I have like commissions waiting. You know what I mean? And I mean like one of those commissions that are like not high paying, you know. But I got to do that, and then I'm working on a book with a friend of mine, so I'm doing some sketches for her. I got to finish those. I got to push more videos for my other channel for enzymart.com. I got to fix the website for that and do some marketing for that. It's just there's so much. There's just like not enough hours in the day to do everything I want to do, but I'm gonna do it eventually. I'm gonna go down there. Think of his, his mouth opening up. Make sure don't give him a huge underbite. You know, his lower mouth can't be higher, can't be more sticking out than his upper mouth. You know, for him. I'm gonna try to weave the tongue in there somehow. Yeah, just kind of fit it in there. Make sure it's. That's a common mistake to like bring it out too much. I guess I'll draw some of his raccoon body, even though I forgot what he wears in Guardians. I think he wears suspenders or something down to like some cool little outfit. I'm just making that up off the top of my head, so it's mostly about his head. So now that I got the initial outline, you know what I mean, like the permanent part, and I'm gonna go in and I am going to really go into that eyeball. You got the pupil on the iris, same thing. I think his pupil or iris is huge. I forget what, right? Because these things can see at night. And somebody is home. Hopefully they won't make too much noise. Alright, let's continue on with the color now. Well, yeah, I'm going to grab the black first. The black, and I got to sharpen this thing. I'm going to shade in the nose first. I'm going to leave a little bit of room here for the shine. You know, the shine of the nose. And his raccoon-like pattern is really kind of a brown, but I'm going to make it black for a drawing, to be honest. At least for this drawing. So while I'm filling this in, I'll chat to you more about myself for no reason. Just feel like chatting. It's kind of like therapy. What else is going on? Let's see, it's Saturday. Not going out. Just chilling and drawing. It's good to. The thing is, my motto is if I'm gonna stay in on like a fun day on a Saturday, I am gonna be productive. You know what I mean? Do some drawing. That's kind of what I do. I do these videos for two reasons. One, just because I feel like I'm doing something productive by drawing, and then two, just feels relaxing to me. You know, relaxing. I don't really know what else to talk about. I'm trying to think in my mind. Is there something that's going on in my life right now? Nothing, actually. I'm just trying to make a living from drawing videos online, from doing commissions, from, you know what I mean? Just trying to make a living, really. I want this to be my living, honestly, but man, it's really hard, you know, to get more viewers than I already have, and I'm already grateful for the ones I have. If you guys have any suggestions for the channel, let me know, because that would help a lot. I was gonna go directionally, but right here I might space it out. I'm thinking of what direction the fur is going in. You know, it's all kind of going outward, starting from that center point. It's all going out. Also, if you guys have any questions about me in general, not that anybody cares, you know, if you guys have any questions specifically about me, let me know, and that'll be one of those like little filler things. You know what I mean? One of those little while I'm drawing, I can just talk about or something. I can riff on it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I like speeding up drawings, and that's great. It's you kind of have to do that for time, really. It's almost impossible not to. But you know, like I said, if there's something I could tell you about my life or something like that, maybe an experience I've had with something, I'll go over it. You know, a little bit different than the Q&A. It's more just like a whatever Q&A, just for fun. Like I'm just chilling, talking to another person. Oh, okay. I can talk about something right now. I went to an art show yesterday. I was in a Star Wars art show over here in San Diego. They had a Star Wars art show in a place around Point Loma, which is a specific area around San Diego, and went pretty good, pretty good. I so did not want to go to that. Like, I mean, like I entered it, and my plan was to go to it, but I remember when the day came, you know, you just kind of like, man, I really don't want to leave the house. You know, you just I had that feeling of, don't want to leave. I'm kind of sick. Don't want to leave the house. That was what I had in my mind, you know. But I was supposed to meet somebody there. I was supposed to meet someone there, so I was like, oh man, I can't just ditch him, and you know what I mean? So I decided to go. And turns out they didn't show up. So the person I was supposed to meet didn't show up, but I went anyway. I'm glad I went. It was a good experience. You know, art shows are never like super fun. At least the ones I go to, they're never like amazingly fun. You just go and you look at the art, and it takes you about, even with someone who already draws, you know, you kind of look at it for, I don't know, a good half hour, right? And then you're done. You don't need to stay there anymore. But these art events go on for like 3 hours. So you're kind of like, what am I going to do here? You know, for 3, I can't plan to stay here for 3. Some people make the mistake of saying like, oh yeah, my evening is planned. We are going to stay here 3 hours. Like, no, man, That's not gonna go well. You're around a lot of like artists too. Artists are not very good conversationalists. From the one, from, at least most of the guys I know, they're not great conversationalists. So it's usually just kind of a bunch of awkward conversations around just checking out the art. But like I said, I went there for 20 minutes though, and then I just kind of like slowly Batmaned out of there. You know, you ever heard that term, Batmaned out of there? Yeah, love that term. Where you leave without telling anybody. Let me see. All right, it's going well. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to grab the brown, the regular brown. And I'm going to cover, I have to keep in mind that there is kind of a pattern. There's this white pattern outside over this other M-type pattern on his face. Let's see this. And I want to leave some light coming out from some of the edges over here, if that makes sense. It'll make sense once I do it, guys. So, and there's a white pattern above. So now I'm going to be really careful, and I'm going to try to do that. And I'm going to sharpen this. I might even use a dark brown. One second. Let me see. What does brown look like on... See, that's brown. What is this? Is this dark brown? This is like... That is the ugliest dark brown I've ever seen in my life. Ugh. I'm going to use brown. Let me sharpen this real quick. Alrighty. But anywho, that was a Star Wars art show. I'm glad I was in it. You know, I'm glad I went. Saw a couple of guys that are really cool that I haven't seen in a while. I might do some more art shows. I'm supposed to go to Portland, Oregon pretty soon for a little mini trip with me and 2 friends. And we'll see how that goes. I think I was in Portland, Oregon like a year or 2 ago. I really loved it at the time. And, man, such a cool city. I really want to, you know, I want to fill it up this time, you know, also with things to do. So I'm researching all this stuff in Portland about like what to do and where to go, you know. I know it's like really known for beer, so that'd be fun. Anywho, I am going to fast forward this part, and I'll talk to you guys after the fast forward. Okay, guys, so let me tell you what I did. I did a couple of things. One, I got the large marker to kind of... It started becoming a mess because I don't like either one of these browns. These 2 browns, same brand. Brown and dark brown. That's the official name on them. But the dark brown is disgusting. Like, this is the brown. Looks alright. Like, bare brown. And the dark brown looks like I don't know what it is. It looks kind of greenish. You know, it looks really bad. I hate it. I hate it. So I couldn't think of a medium, so it just started becoming a mess to me. Honestly, just visually, it just started like really, really screwing with me. So I decided to actually one thing real quick. Let me give him his red tongue here. So I went into panic mode and started losing my mind there, and I just kind of went in with a dark marker to contain a lot of the craziness. That's like my cheat code when when things just start getting too crazy and a mess. Putting a dark line around it sometimes will simplify that huge mess, or at least make it look a little bit more bearable. I think it looks more bearable now. You know what I mean? And I'm a little cooler with it right now. I'm not as angry as before. But, yeah, anywho, that's kind of what I did. I darkened his eyes. I darkened his nose, too. Tried to pull out some blacks. Definitely tried to pull some blacks out of him. You know what I mean? To kind of... What it is, the blacks kind of, like, hold it to the page, in my opinion. And they kind of... Here, let me go... Does he have a little orange jumpsuit? I don't remember. I'm going to give him a little orange jumpsuit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. If he wasn't wearing that, I forgot. You like a tiara. So, what was I going to say? But yeah, the blacks I feel kind of ground it to the page. They kind of keep it there, kind of keep it still. So that's what I did with a marker, and I just kind of did that really quick. I didn't exactly, overthink that too much. The lines are a little bit messy, but they're fine. And I think it does kind of contain it pretty well to the point where it's at least presentable. And that's kind of it right there. You saw a moment there with me. So, anyways, guys, remember those questions I asked through the drawing? The two questions I asked is, one, where are you guys from? I want to know where you guys are from. And number two is, do you have any questions for me? Just regular non-art questions, just for me. If not, who cares? Doesn't matter. But I just meant this is for more material next time. If I'm doing something like filling a space in, you know what I mean, where there's nothing technical going on. You know what I mean? If there's nothing technical going on, I can just chat about whatever the heck you want. So ask me something for that. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. Press the like button if you can, and please share this. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. See you later.